aggressive, trying to score and make up for the
beating to Kuzma against the team's second 20-point game this season.
4 to 5 3-point attempts
in his first start in a while.
at the basket, which means dunk for him. Does a great job attacking the rim.
Here's Taurean Prince trying to answer. He's attacking. Speaking of Morris, he see him tonight. J.J. Redick is trying to
has a snowball's chance, and
when he was just 8 of 17.
Tells me a couple of things. You know, maybe a little fatigue. It's just not dunking. Something is going on.
List before they'll have to make a decision with
having a really great season shooting.
Vincent. So foul trouble will be something. Dave Vincent trying to
counted upon to give you 20 a night. 20.
His numbers on display at times, though, against.
That's what got him paid as a free agent.
Kyle Kuzma, nice lateral droppers. Got a foul
when I was young,
especially wearing that shirt. So Kyle Kuzma.
You may think that, but my
Bucks with the early 9-point lead. Good answer.
Have to keep him frustrated. Don't allow him to get.
He fades. He fires his shot. He'll himself by this Milwaukee team. Here's Giannis. What a dish inside. Three ball on the way. Rollins not
making it the defensive end. Offense was the problem for Jimmy. They still win the game. Nowhere to be found. Right there, set the tone for your teammates.
Rollins got to count him. Rollins inside. Rollins tees it up.
5 really solid looks. Bucks coming.
Another drive inside. Oh, run. Giannis trying to snap it. Couldn't get it. James driving inside. And
then when he comes up to the with the big boys, just then fade to the corner.
Connecting. Lopez lets it fly. Rollins lets it fly. And he.
For the season, it's a playoff game for us as far
as strain. And here is a.
That's Twitter, but I got to get him some mothballs.
He's been known to do it. He gets his man in the air. For Trent last week. Minutes. You can make it 8.
You should be playing for the Bucks.
To me. Good move.
And distance with the length again. Another good deep
point run right now. And
some kind of offensive production. Some Chimera.
Someone else is going to have to beat us. Reddish. Oh, here at crypto.com as the starting that one. Now we got a
2 guys lined up.
There's a pull-up 3 on the way from Vincent for LA. Kuzma with a drive.
And State the other night.
And the lineup of Kuzma, Porter, 3-point try on the way. Cannot connect. So Milwaukee is going to get used to it on this West. Here's a 3-point try on the way. Giannis chiseling his way in.
Got to give Draymond Green a lot of credit. One of the best.
Here that Giannis had more free throws made. 72% from the field. You see that. Rotation players tonight. A couple of them haul away. Able to get it to go this time. Trying to wrestle it.
He plays every night. Great defense.
And maybe invest in the Maverick. Giannis, nice spin move, but close to easy. 1 plus
down, especially the last couple of years.
He's only averaged 13 points a game in the paint. It's below his standard.
My hand is slightly bigger than his right hand.
He can palm that ball either hand, do you think?
My hands are pretty big.
This job here with the Bucks, you know, so there at the lob, and it sets the table for. Yeah,
well, the makeup game for the Fire.
A little baseball in the air. Buck sets up an open 3. Back out to Morris. Fires one.
Careless variety.
Connect, step back, contested.
That's Gabe Vincent.
Rollins on the other side. Good and the bad is Vincent. Here from downtown Los Angeles. Giannis trying to with numbers. Lobs it. Green from Len. Hands on track here in this quarter. Because of any foe in the last couple of years is Riley. Steps back. Lopez working on fellow big man out.
Basketball player on part of Lopez.
Rollins, he can fly, and he's James answering quickly on the other.
The commitment to sign.
Now Goodwin.
J.J. Redick, he's got his 1 shot.
Holy ball here from Kuzma. They've hit 4 of 7, and Bronny James. Kuzma backdoor through a temporary.
That's some layups, free throw. A couple of years ago, he was on the.
Forces a lot of foul trouble. So Milwaukee dodges the bullet there, and he's 23 in this first half.
That as opposed to trying to pull his way to the basket.
His first 4 long outlet feed. Morris. Vincent fires up. Here's Vincent. Vincent. Trent fires. Got it. Here in this opening half.
Second in the league, 33% tail coach, and so far it has.
You know, it's funny.
In this league as his assistants.
Trying to cut this thing down. Bronny James separated by about 9 seconds. So there's Trent uncorks the 3. Kuzma fires up the last ditch. 8 points in that first half down the lane. He got fouled.
Getting on the backboard was an automatic.
So the second free fire to tonight. So there's your answer. Well, you don't want to leave these guys of the expectation, and you know what, the rest can. Dropped it, gets it back, and it away to Goodwin. hours in the central time zone, sending to Rollins. He fires away here tonight. Connect got fouled by out of Tennessee. Started his college career actually.
What was it, Mark Williams does in that pass to physicals.
His 18th straight game is defenders in front of him. Goes banging up top to Jackson Hayes. Lopez. Bug move sets up Goodwin. Corner threes here late as Giannis goes, and they're going to want to keep him around. I got a feel.
Goodwin is a terrific defensive in its outside shooting.
Here's a three-pointer from Kuzma. Again, connect right at Rollins.
Played in that first half, so he's going to get some more burn. Hachimura minutes for the Spurs. Round, you got to get off this 11-point lead. And
driving at Lopez, running jump, pretty more than serviceable. Big
stood him up.
Kuzma,
key players, but a win is a put them out of their misery. Like right now,
fouled as he couldn't finish the layup. He'll head to the line. You've only got 15 left. 6 from the line so far here tonight. Not going against LeBron James and company, but Sims without Portis together.
Box outs by the Bucks on the inside. Not only Bobby Portis, but a Jericho.
It's spread it out almost perfectly evenly and put back. Here's a catch and shoot. Alex Len had no idea it was coming his way in that last meeting with Los Angeles. Here's Milwaukee goes to work on the other side. Giannis drives right past Alex Len in downtown LA. Yep. KPJ right at Ron Porter to send it in. Gets it to Giannis. Trent catch and shoot.
Season long, especially tonight.
Watching right now, Giannis between two defenders with the possession and all that. And another miss, but how about
that's at least on that possession for the Lakers. I've seen it all my life. They're the ones you kind of stare at the most.
They're talking about for knowing this town. That should be a charging streak with the Bucks. That last full season with the that year is a leader as well.
Washington regulars at the Forum.
The more you should save. That's
not. The Clippers with Jack and Lou Adler and all.
There's been Giannis and Trent, and Giannis do.
Let it make this first one. Let it big fella. Yeah.
Seem like they're not even the least bit superstitious. And a drive from a Reddish. Giannis.
Interaction with each other when
step back three. Can he do it again? Season high. Here's Porter on the first possession.
Get the defense in an awkward position. Miss bus.
Jake Milton got rid of it, but it's not going to matter. Green, he pulls up.
Just too much to make up.
This thing was close at one point. How about
that? The bench is, it's locked in.
76 games with his franchise, but Jemison runs it down. Those looks, that one on a long rebound. Those are tough.
Low.
A little hezzy there. Lopez.
He should be.
Last 10 games this month, he's been playing. Yeah. He goes back to last Saturday, the Golden State Warriors, and then beat. Three-point try. Dalton hold on to that pivot foot. That would have been hands off to Kuzma.
Lakers.
Is Pete Nance checking in, connect, launches, and
having a little tee out. Younger son of Larry.
Ryan Rollins tonight getting the
floor.
I like what he brings. Yep. He sends a nice dart down low and against Washington back on February. Jay Green squeezing off a three. Ronnie James throwing up top. Rebounds, blocks, and minutes. Bucks fans everywhere.
Assuming.
And steal, and the Pastics team as Ajax takes it inside. 120-point threshold. We talked 29. They haven't won since we are only drama here.
Ajax with Fiserv Forum, and people loved it. And
the red dose of coffee here the next few days.
You just need a win any way you can get
it. You can get used to these stretch-free.
Milwaukee getting set to take on Sac for the Lakers tonight, and candidly, back inside again. Said and done.
Well, what's funny, Junior Bronny would not. He is favored to win in that bet. That's
guy back in the studio there. Fair. Usurped by some.
Andre Jackson Jr. being one of them. Pat
valuable for a locker room.
Your chance.
Good action. I don't want to call him an old buck, but a bit. There's a drive inside. Ends out top. Turnover on the other. Take care of business tonight. No player that scored more than 8 points in that first half. I think 10 players. Giannis rumbling down the lane. He got fouled.
They used to allow it, still do, but NBA hitting on the backboard was an automatic.
So the second free half points in his career.
Yeah.
Prior to tonight. So there's your answer.
Well, where young guys, you played hard and you battled with this woefully short-handed lineup.
Well, you don't want to leave these guys clues here tonight in this game because of the expectation. These young guys, they get belief, and you know what? The rest can look
a shot to be effective.
Giannis dropped it, gets it back, and Jackson Hayes sends it away to Goodwin. And if you're just joining us in these late night hours in the central time zone, here's Kuzma sending it to Rollins. He fires away. Check that. His 9th start of the season here tonight. The net got fouled. Net goes to the line. He's the rookie again out of Tennessee. Started his college career actually.
Rescinded trade. Right?
Yeah.
What was it? Mark Williams. Our player Williams had played well this season, but could not pass the physicals because he's handled it well for a young player.
His 18th straight game is an opportunity the other way. Giannis with 4 defenders in front of him. Goes banging. Keith Morris will hand it out top to Jackson Hayes. Lopez. Vincent. Jitterbug move sets up Goodwin. Corner 3. Well as in addition for the Lakers here late as Giannis goes. Boy, he's been a real nice addition. They're going to want to keep him around. I got a feel.
And so Jordan Goodwin is a terrific defensive. He's starting to instill some confidence in him in his outside shooting. He'll shoot adequately enough to be effective.
Here's a 3-pointer from Kuzma with a chance to get it to single digits again. Connect right at Rollins.
Taking off his warm-ups to get back in as well as he played in that first half. So he's going to get some more burn. Vanderbilt, Reeves, Hachimura, 34 points in like 19 minutes for the Spurs. Yeah, but again, you're letting this Laker team hang around. You got to get off this 11-point lead. And
Jackson Hayes driving at Lopez, running jump. A big man. Jackson Hayes has turned into a pretty more than serviceable big man.
That play.
That's tough to figure.
Jackson Hayes stood him up.
Kuzma.
He fit into that category. They're missing so many key players, but a win is you got to put them away, put them out of their misery, like right now.
With a head full of steam, goes glide again. He got fouled as he couldn't finish the layup. He'll head to the line here tonight with a block and a couple steals. The ability, which is worth noting, but you've only got 15 left. So Antetokounmpo 5 of 6 from the line so far here tonight. Morris had a tough time. Of course, it's a little easier to do that when you're not going against LeBron James and company, but done it so well this year. But without Sims, without Portis together,
job capitalizing on the lack of box outs by the Bucks on the inside
here tonight.
Well, and that's where you miss not only Bobby Portis but a Jericho.
Still don't have a single player in double digits. They have spread it out almost perfectly evenly and
particularly off the rim for that slam dunk putback.
Here's a catch and shoot after a while. How did they hold on to that? Alex Len had no idea it was coming his way. At 24, 12, and 9 in that last meeting with Los Angeles. The 76ers as Milwaukee goes to work on the other side. Giannis drives right past Alex Len. Third from Crypto.com Arena downtown LA. Just dropped the ball and it's going to be taken by Porter. KPJ right at Ron. And there's going to be Porter to send it in. Gets it to Giannis. Defense there in the transition attack. Trent catch and shoot.
He shot the ball exceptionally well all season long, especially tonight.
Dad's got to be awfully proud of what he's watching right now. Giannis between 2 defenders. And somehow the Lakers come away with the possession and all that. But another chance for the Lakers and another miss. But how about
more energy and effort on the offensive glass, at least on that possession for the Lakers?
You open your door and you go out and see them?
I've seen it all my life. Pretty easy, but they look like they could be. Those are the ones you kind of stare at the most. Wait a minute.
Mind your own business, Dave, but they're talking about behind me right now. You never know in this town. That should be a charging. Yeah, we talked about Vincent in his history with the Bucks that last full season with and they had won 6 20-point games that year. Is a leader as well.
Nicholson and Lou Adler and all, and Denzel Washington regulars at the Forum.
Auto owners thinks the more you protect, the more you should save. That's
like, I got to get that guy's autograph.
Not nightclub after games when I played with the Clippers with Jack and Lou Adler and all.
Third quarter, they've done a nice job of that. It has been Giannis and Trent, and Giannis
let him make this first one. Go ahead, big fella. Yeah.
Distract them or what? You want to talk over a shot? Guys make the most avid fans seem like they're not even the least bit superstitious. It across the court. It is caught and a drive from a reddish Giannis.
Finding a hard time. I'm sure they've had a lot of interaction with each other when
working it out to Trent. Step back 3. Can he do it again tonight? That ties the season high. Here's Porter on the first possession.
You're going right, stop on a dime, get the defense in an awkward position. It's more big time than that.
Yeah,
Miss Buzz.
Humble, but somehow Jake Milton got rid of it, but it's not going to matter. Celebrity. Here comes Green. He pulls up.
But that talent disparity just too much to make up.
A little bit more like we hoped it would go here tonight. This thing was close at one point. How about
for that move, which tells me that the bench is, is locked in.
Was a guy that had played 276 games with his franchise. Too much on the shot for Goodwin, but Jemison runs it down. Defensive rebounding. They've had a number of those looks. That one on a long rebound. Those are tough.
Giannis and Gary Trent Jr. carrying the load.
A little hezzy there.
Too long offensive rebounds, so be it.
Lopez tonight, if this thing stays close to where it is.
It should be.
Double-digit points, 8 of his last 10 games this month. He's been flat and bit some teams when they weren't thinking about it.
Yeah.
He goes back to last Saturday pitch against the Golden State Warriors and then beat short-handed. 3-point try. Dalton. Rollins able to hold on to that pivot foot. That would have been racing ahead. Hands off to Kuzma.
A great offensive effort against the Lakers.
Into the foray. It is Pete Nance checking in. Connect. Launches and hits.
Jake Milton, Ryan Rollins having a little T-to-T. I would get a chance to see Pete Nance, the younger son of Larry Lakes.
Ryan Rollins tonight getting the
mindset tone at the defensive end of the floor.
I like what he brings.
Yep.
And Connaughton also on the floor now for the Bucks. He sends a nice dart down low in Oklahoma City since playing against Washington back on February. Also out there now. A.J. Green squeezing off a 3. Ronnie James throwing up top. He's got a career highs in points, assists, rebounds, blocks, and minutes. Calling for him going into the last break. Bucks fans everywhere.
Assuming along with his 12 points.
Jackson and steal and the pass to, I think with good reason, but for this Bucks team as Ajax takes it inside. But for Milwaukee, that 120-point threshold we talked, when they finish under that 13 and 29, they haven't won since. Yeah, that still remains to be seen. That may be our only drama here.
Right in the Hillside Projects with Fiserv Forum, and it just kind of took off. People loved it, and
the basketball game is, you're going to need a little extra dose of coffee here the next few days.
Great game on the road. You just need a win any way you can get.
Comfortable lead. Superstar gets the rest of it. You can get used to these stress-free.
Steven as Milwaukee getting set to take on Sacramento. That's certainly been the bright spot for the Lakers tonight, and candidly, Bronny James back inside again. Dose of Bronny James tonight when it's all said and done.
Well, what's funny with the fellow barber that LeBron James Jr. Bronny would not continue. So
you're flirting with it.
He is flirting to winning that bet. That's a big lead. So this is going to be fun.
Our guy back in the studio there, but he's minus 37 to be fair. James seen his minutes usurped by some
that element on the floor for you. Andre Jackson Jr. being one of them.
He's asked to do out there, which is invaluable for a locker room.
As in, they'll get their chance.
Good action, Bucks, and one, shall we say, I don't want to call him an old Buck, but yeah, that's for sure. You learn that the older you get. There's a drive inside. Connaughton sends out top, dropping that game to the Bucks. Turnover on the other Sprint's road trip as the Bucks take care of business tonight.